Hi, I'm Myrna, and my husband Neil is behind the camera. Say hi, Neil.
Hello.
We are Fun Over 40, and today we're going to take you on a hotel review of the Fives Hotel and Residences in downtown Playa del Carmen. This will be an honest review. Why? Because we are not being comped to stay in this room. This is not a collaboration. This is out of our own pocket. We stayed here. Honest review. Let's see how it is. Welcome to downtown Playa del Carmen. If you are looking for a hotel that is close to everything, check out the Fives Hotel and Residences located at the corner of 10th Avenue and 2nd. It is walking distance to the beach, close to the ferry that takes you to Cozumel, and is right by the popular 5th Avenue where all the shops, restaurants, bars, and nightclubs are located.
The Fives is a 4-star hotel by the Hilton Curio Collection, beneficial if you're a Hilton Honors member. The lobby has a beautiful zen open courtyard with lush greenery, water features, and some pretty cool art. Our 1-bedroom suite cost us over $400 a night US, and we stayed there for 10 nights. We were actually considering buying one of the residences here as our second home, so we wanted to see what it was like for more than just a few days.
Various restaurants and amenities surround the first floor. El Tigre is a Mexican restaurant that has tequila and mezcal tastings with over 100 different varieties to sample, paired with tapas. We found the ambience there to be very nice. The hair salon next to it was closed while we were there. Mercato is where you come for breakfast. We had the American breakfast included in our stay, which included the buffet, and we did not find that to be that great. We didn't order from the a la carte menu, however, so maybe that was better. We consistently found the service to be very slow, with long lineups and wait times to even get a table. Because of this experience, every single morning, we did not come back there for dinner when it turns into an Italian restaurant.
The gym is pretty small and pretty basic, but it is open 24 hours. We didn't find it to be too crowded, so we were able to put in a few good workouts while we were here. Plenty of cardio machines and a few weight options, but they could use a few heavier dumbbells.
The best part of this place, it has a Marley Coffee right in the lobby, so my coffee connoisseur husband is going to be very happy.
Thank God Marley Coffee was located in the main lobby, which was great and very convenient. It has probably the best coffee in Playa del Carmen, and I am a huge Marley Coffee fan, so that really helped. Also had some great food and music too. It was, however, pretty busy most of the time, and the service was kind of slow. Sometimes only one person was working, so you could wait up to 20 minutes for your coffee. Here I am, still waiting. But it was worth it.
Let's take a look at the room. Our room was on the 4th floor and came with a full kitchen, however had no plates, cutlery, napkins, literally nothing. So it was essentially useless. Eventually we went out and bought our own plates and forks.
We didn't even touch the coffee. The sitting area and bed were comfortable. We were a little concerned when we noticed the complimentary earplugs left by the bedside, and that night we discovered why. More on that in a second.
The room had a safe that fit both our laptops and a hairdryer, but most importantly for me, an iron and ironing board. Wrinkles are no bueno. The problem with this room was the walls and the window were so thin you could hear everything outside every single night. Clubs until 6 a.m., people arguing, cars and motorcycles, construction during the day. We were on the 4th floor. Above us was the rooftop pool and restaurant. Chairs and tables sounded like they were being dragged even at 1 a.m., loudly and consistently. And then this happened one night at 2 a.m.
Not only are you listening to a nightclub till 2 or 6 in the morning, but this happens. Yeah. Till, how long has it been on for?
20 minutes.
20 minutes at least so far, so yeah. Security eventually came by after about half an hour. They removed the smoke detector alarm, but never replaced it the rest of the time we were there. Now let's get back to that club again.
So our room was up there, and the nightclub is right over there. And you can hear the booming all night.
Not sure if it'd make a difference, but we would highly recommend trying to get a courtyard inside room instead to help with the noise factor.
The best part of this hotel is the infinity edge pool that wraps around half of the building. Let me show you. The rooftop infinity pool is the highlight of this hotel. Many people not staying at the hotel will buy a day pass just to spend the afternoon there. The L-shaped pool wraps around almost half of the rooftop and has a great view of the Caribbean Sea. You can reserve a cabana for the day or just take one of these loungers if you get there early. The bar is open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. The pool is not adults only, however, like the Thompsons, so do expect to see some kids.
There is a great spa, got a great massage there, and a separate smaller area with a pool and a jacuzzi. Watch our other shorter video on the chill Saturday afternoon that we spent there with live music and a DJ.
We have a rare sighting. And Neil is in his natural habitat, relaxed. This is what it looks like. Make no noise in case we startle him into a state of stress. This is what he looks like when he's nice and relaxed.
Don't worry, you're fine. You can stand up. I'll save you.
This is deep enough.
The Rooftop Restaurant is casual dining and also a great place to bring your laptop if you want to get some work done. We found the service here to be very good with friendly servers who spoke English well. We're not foodies by any means, but we do like a lot of flavor. The menu was diverse with lots of seafood options, but it was definitely catering to the North American palate. I was disappointed that everything I ordered spicy was not. We would rate the food 6.5 to 7 out of 10. Some dishes were better than others. The wine selection was limited, but honestly, you're here for the view.
So a few things on the website that were a little confusing. It did say that you had a fully stocked minibar and you could choose what you wanted. We didn't have a minibar, so I'm not sure what that's all about. Also, it said that your tips were included. Now, we weren't doing all inclusive. We were a la carte, and of course we tip because we're Canadian, that's what we do. But I didn't notice on the bill. That might be something that people might not be too happy about. Didn't really bother us. We tipped well. The service was great at the restaurant, and I still encourage you to tip anyway, even though it says included.
So here is our honest review of this hotel as we rated the room, service, pool, food, and location. We rated the room 4 out of 10. Although the space was comfortable, the kitchen was essentially useless, and the thin walls and windows, as well as the constant dragging of furniture overhead very late at night, made for a lot of sleepless nights, even with the earplugs.
We rated the service 8 out of 10. The staff were great. When you can get their attention, they were friendly, and they spoke and understood English, even though we tried to speak Spanish sometimes, poorly. The service was not as polished as some other hotels we've stayed at, and we weren't sure if they were just new staff or just understaffed, which is completely understandable given the circumstances we're in.
We rated the pool 8.5 out of 10. The view was incredible, and the Saturday afternoon live music and DJ were great, but they were limited loungers and only 4 cabanas, so if you didn't get there early, you are out of luck. Also, if there are a lot of kids, it might get noisy and might not be your vibe, especially if you prefer an adults-only environment like we do.
So we rated the food 6.5 out of 10, and we're not foodies, but we do eat at nice restaurants. Like we said earlier, most of the dishes were pretty bland, and we needed to add a little bit of hot sauce and spice to get some flavor. Now keep in mind, I am married to a brown girl, and so my white man's palate has turned pretty spicy. We do love our wine too, so the limited wine selection was a bit of a disappointment, especially considering the luxury of the rooftop. We rated the location 5 out of 10. Depending on what you want in your vacation, it's either a great location or the worst location. Great because it's close to the beach, ferry, and 5th Avenue. You're literally steps away from all the shops, restaurants, and nightclubs.
Which also makes it the worst location because you're surrounded by bars and clubs which you hear all night. Apparently in Mexico, nightclubs don't have to close early like they do in Canada. Overall, we found this hotel was not for us. Having stayed here for 10 nights, we will likely not stay here again.
But we will happily come back and wait patiently for Marley Coffee.
If you enjoyed our honest review, please consider subscribing to our channel as well as clicking on that like button. Also, you can follow our adventures on Instagram at FunOver40. See you in the next video.